I hope you all are having a great Friday and a wonderful weekend. I hope I can get this video up soon to you all. And this video, I guess, is just going to simply be an intro, a little quick intro about myself. And I guess what I did today, nothing elaborate or anything, but I guess just how my thoughts of how I'm feeling so far in this weight loss journey. Okay, so I'm Hope, and um, I have another channel, My Life Full of Hope, and I started this new channel, Hopeful, for any of you all who are new. And thanks so much for watching this and for joining me on this journey. I know it's not going to be an easy journey, but I'm ready for it for so many reasons, and I may share some of those reasons today. And I am 35 now. I had to think. 35. I have 3 boys, 16, 10, and almost 2. But everybody's birthday, they're about to be 17 and 11. So I feel like I'm getting old. And I've been married for 10 years. Close to, I'm too close to almost 11 in June. And so I have been contemplating doing weight loss surgery for a little while. My mom had the surgery, and I really didn't want to do that. I didn't want to go down that route and do bariatric surgery because I guess I was there. I felt like I could do it on my own. My husband was a personal trainer, and all I needed was Weight Watchers or some weight loss program that will work for me. My nails look awful. And sorry if I sound nasal. I thought I was getting over something, but I'm not. So, so I thought that I could do it on my own. And I probably still can, but I think I need a little help. And I want to be around for my kids. I want to be around for my grandkids. And I want to live life. I don't want to sit on the sidelines and watch everybody else have fun or live life or say, if I coulda, woulda, shoulda. I do feel, I guess I could say my highest weight is, or was 293 when I had Josiah. Sorry guys, my head is hurting. And 293 with Josiah, almost 2 years ago. My lowest weight, I have been all sizes that I remember. I didn't really struggle with my weight. So that I can remember my lowest weight, 110, 115. When I had my oldest son, he is close to 17 now. I was 150 pounds, and I gained probably to 60 to 80 pounds. I don't even quite remember. But I do remember going from the largest size, a regular size, no, just a large, and because I think the large is extra large and regular size. Is that right, guys? So I went from that size of a large because I used to be a cheerleader, and so I really didn't struggle with my weight until I had my oldest son, and then it was like I was plus size, but I was a 14, 16, and I was happy with that. I lost probably 50 to 40 pounds after I had him, and I wanted to get back down, yeah, because in my head, I always had 50 pounds is what I needed to get to my goal. But it was always so hard, and my goal was to lose 50 pounds or lose the weight before I turn 25, because they have this myth that it is so hard to lose weight once you hit that 25-year mark. So I really did struggle with my weight my entire life, so I know how it feels to be small or to wear your shirt tucked in and to put on anything and you just go out the door and you just feel fabulous, or just go to the not trial clothes, but go buy clothes and don't have to try them on. I know some people still don't. I can't stand trying on clothes now. So I've just got to the point to where I'm just tired. Now I have hypertension, and that evolved when I had Jasmine. So No, when I was pregnant with her. So if you all are just now joining my channel for the first time, and I'm sorry if I'm looking off because I'm not used to being face to face. I had a daughter and I lost her at 28 weeks. And I did not feel her moving. And I went to the hospital, to the triage, and she passed away. So I had to birth her. I didn't have a C-section. I had a C-section with all three of my boys, and she was small enough, so I had her the regular way. So naturally, I that was in 2012, I believe, and 2012, 2013, 2012. And I'm still working through some things with that. You would think that, oh, hope you have a new baby, you know, but those things, as far as anxiety and a little bit of depression, does rear its head every now and then, especially when I hear, I won't say I hear, but when I see little girls or I hear people talk about their daughters, it does sometimes, but not all the time. But yeah, so it doesn't necessarily take away. Um, I may have to talk about this in another video one day, but yeah. So I didn't really struggle with my weight my entire life, but now as an adult, my entire adulthood, I have. So my lowest weight, or I should not, my current weight, that's what I want to say. My current weight now is 275. So I got on the scale, and when I started this journey, I was 283, and I'm 5'1", so that's a lot of weight on my stature, and I am top heavy. So when I did go see the GYN today, I had to record this multiple times, so I don't know if I said this. I don't think I did. I went to the GYN OB today. Of course, it was that time to go see her, but I also need to see her because my iron has been low. My iron has been low since I had Josiah, and I needed to get that in check because my nutritionist said she didn't want me to be even more malnourished. And also, my primary care doctor said the same thing. So I think what she wants to do is give me an ultrasound and see how big my fibroids are, because I do have fibroids. They did take out one when I had Josiah. It was like right where the incision was. And he had to, because they usually don't do that because you bleed a lot. And sorry if this is TMI, but this is just, you know, my whole entire journey. So that's the reason why as well I had to go see her. Plus it was time, and I wanted to see her because that was the first time that she ever seen Josiah, because she's high risk, but she had to transfer me to someone else that was even more high risk. And I was disappointed at the time, but they took really great care of me, and I was really happy. So one of the reasons why this is so important to me to lose this weight and to start this journey is, number one, my health. And I have high blood pressure. I'm on the CPAP machine. I don't want to sleep with the CPAP machine for the rest of my life. If I go somewhere or travel, I will have to carry that with me. I even have to think about if I spend the night. One time I remember we locked ourselves out the house, and I had to spend the night at my mom's house, and I was so worried about was I going to have a good night's sleep? Was I going to be able to sleep? Was I going to wake up with a headache? You know, and I don't want to have to worry about that the rest of my life. Also, my hypertension, I think I said this earlier and I stopped, is that evolved when I had Jasmine, and they think that I may have had preeclampsia. But they were speculating, so they're not sure because they did the testing and I did not have preeclampsia. So they couldn't really tell me why, what happened with her, but, you know, so Um, that developed then, and now, and I'm still on blood pressure medicine. So I didn't have an issue with it before to after the pregnancy. By the grace of God, I had no issues with Josiah at all. It was really high with Jasmine the whole entire time. So, but let's see. The second, and I'm sorry guys, I sound really nasal, but if I don't record this, I will never record it or get on camera to say what's on my mind right now. So the second thing I would say, of course, is for myself. I don't want to sit on the sidelines and watch everybody have fun. And I just lost my oomph for life. And the aspect of taking care of myself. Um, and I didn't used to be that way. I would just get dressed up or dolled up to go anywhere. I could care less what my hair looks like, what my clothes look like. When I go somewhere, I feel, I was trying to think about it because I went to Harris Teeter today and I was like, oh, what exactly are you feeling at this exact moment? Because that's how I felt. It almost felt like it was so surreal, but it felt like I felt like I didn't want to be I didn't want to be present in the moment. I didn't want to be present. I should say that's the wrong word to say present in the moment. Um I was just going through the motions. I had to go in there to do something and I was just going through the motions. And that might be just something as a mom where you do the same thing every day, all the time, and you just want something new. But I just felt like I was just going through the motions of getting this done. And I didn't want to see anybody else around me. I just wanted to go in and out, and I didn't want to be seen. And yeah, so I have to do this for myself because I get to the point to where I could care what less about what my hair looks like, my makeup looks like, my clothes looks like, my appearance, and I don't want to come off that way to other people because people will judge you regardless. But I just don't want to come off that way. I don't want someone to look at me and, like, for example, my doctor today or the nurses. Um, I noticed I haven't been there in a while, and I noticed, some new faces, and of course, people work different schedules, and I didn't really take an offense where the doctor, um, you know how someone looks at your body, but they don't look at you first, and they look at your body. And I'm really used to people, they look at your boobs first because even women, and I'm like, you don't know what boobs look like, but they do, and they kind of look at maybe your stomach or your midsection or whatever. And I think that's why I don't make eye contact with people now because I don't want to see them looking at me in a way that will make me mad, will make me angry, make me sad. And also, I feel like that's not me. That's not the person that they see on the outside, and sometimes the person that I see in the mirror is not my inner feeling of myself. I think that's why I do a lot of DIYs. I love doing them. Um, it's important that I don't have my house the way I want it, but it's important that I or like to make pretty things or nice things because I can not sculpt them, I can create them and decorate them and make them look nice. Um, and right now, I feel like I can't do that on the outside with myself. And that's how I feel on the inside is those things that I create and that's why I really like it. Plus, I always liked doing it since I was little. But I think that's why, even with down from my cooking to my food to if I'm just simply coloring a coloring book or working in my planner to whatever it may be, whatever it may be. It could be music, where something may sound pretty and you may want to add that sound to your ringtone, your default ringtone, just little things like that. I think that's why some people get the cars that they get. I don't know, guys. Maybe I'm just rambling, but so those are mainly the two main or three reasons why. And so I hope you guys right now, my husband went to the gym and my son with him. I don't know. I don't want to say I fell off with the working out. I do walk. But right now, I guess it's just a challenge for me to get there. It's a challenge because right now I'm waiting for my 10-year-old to get home, and Josiah takes his naps late in the evening, or even if he's not taking a nap now. So my teenager wants to go if my husband has to work today. So it's kind of like, I don't know. I need to start putting myself on my phone. Tell my teenager, stay home sometimes or whatever so mommy can go work out and wait for your brother to get off the bus. But I don't want to do that. So I am learning this year to put myself first and to say no to some things. Like we're going to have less birthday parties, and I'm going to do things a little bit simpler this year. And just how I feel, because I'm going to have to say no to some things. That's my hand in the way. I'm going to have to say no to some things. I'm going to have to put myself first. And I'm already seeing what my schedule looks like for the year, and already saying yes to some things. I'm going to have to push probably my surgery date out to maybe July. But I'm ready. I'm ready for a change. I'm ready for something new. And yeah. So guys, this is just some ramblings I was talking about today. I haven't gave up, of course, on my workout, and I do try to incorporate my diet a little bit better. I'm more cautious of what I eat now. That's why I believe I'm dropping the weight, and I don't eat out as much as well. So this year, I definitely want to change a lot of things and make it the best year ever. So guys, I'll see you in the next video. If you have any comments, if you would like for me to do a Q&A as well, let me know. And yeah, and then I'll just, I don't know, somehow do it. And then you all can ask me some questions. I probably need to do it on my other channel as well, because I don't never show my face. And that's why I kind of do chatty vlogs, not chatty vlogs, chatty hauls and stuff, because I never did a Q&A, or you guys don't maybe know that much about me. I don't know. So guys, I'll see you in the next video.